I don't like mob ties Drake. I don't like anybody that it feel like this is not organic and true to who you are.
Word.
The Drake footage for me showed him in his natural light with his normal accent.
Drake.
All right. The Podfather weighed in on the 100 gigs that Drake released the other day. Let's see what he had to say about Drake releasing all of this content in light of the Kendrick beef. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe.
It really was.
It was amazing to me.
Yeah, the footage was amazing.
It was truly, truly amazing to me. Great to see. Phenomenal move by him and his team.
Do you think that it was received that way, though?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Not my concern how it was received. Me, as a music lover and fan, loved seeing that.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't even care too much about the songs.
Yeah,
I didn't care too much about the songs.
Didn't matter.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of shit I didn't even know what that was.
A lot of footage, which means he has been taping a lot of footage for years, which also tells me that something else is coming. You ain't been taping all this footage for all these years just to do a quick dump because you needed to be humanized.
Yeah.
Something is coming, like a big something, with all of this footage. Now, on the flip side of this coin, while I absolutely love the drop, I do not love what I think it symbolizes.
What's that?
I never think an artist of Drake's stature should do a free release of that stature.
Think it sniffs of
Something
moving
is-
into legacy world.
Yeah, something is funny there for me. Yes, it was a phenomenal move,
I
love it.
I would agree with you if
I
it
love
wasn't coming off a horrible 6 months of.
I was about to say, yeah. I think desperate times call for desperate measures.
You emptied a lot of banana clips for that stabbing.
I think that nigga.
He sent a lot of bullets out. 100 gigs, a lot of footage, and 3 songs. Listen, it worked on me. I jumped back on the wagon.
Look,
I jumped back on the wagon like, nah, good to see him. Listen, I don't like mob ties Drake. I don't like anybody that it feel like this is not organic and true to who you are.
Word.
The Drake footage for me showed him in his natural light with his normal accent,
Smoking a
with his
hookah.
normal friends, blowing. I never seen a nigga smoke more hookah than that.
Except for Ice.
All of our favorite slaps, he had that hookah going. Like, that's you, guy.
Talking to his mom
That's
about
you.
the Serena shit.
Yeah.
I didn't like the conversation, but I appreciate it because, yeah, it was real.
Even
That's
that,
real.
when he's like, yes, Ma, I'm dissing Serena. But I'm kind enough to do it
With a slap.
on a joint that I know she'll like. I normally customize the disses to be a song that the girl is gonna like, because I know the girl.
That's both.
I like hearing that.
That's some shit you would say.
admirable.
Hey, yo, fam, that is some shit that you would tell
That's
me.
never nothing I would say.
Mom,
I wouldn't say
The shit's
nothing.
like he made
nowhere.
kicking chicks back in.
I wouldn't,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck if
Nobody
they liked
would-
it,
yeah.
didn't like it, heard it, didn't hear it. I'm getting my shit off, bitch.
That's why it's a little maniacal. A little bit maniacal.
I think he's maniacal. I want him to embrace that type of maniacal versus the mob ties maniacal.
So the evil genius rather than mob ties?
I mean, I'm just going off what I believe his personality traits to be. I don't know because I don't know him and he don't know me.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If you started out that, because some of us have seen this. It was a nigga that might have been a nerd, right?
Me.
And me.
No, but listen.
And me. He about to name my exact
No,
story.
but now you on a journey of hanging with them niggas. And now that shit really starts to become a part of your life where you moving around the streets with real street niggas and you engage with real street niggas on a day-to-day. We've seen nerd niggas start to adapt some of that.
That's a fact.
We've seen that.
So you
shouldn't, though. We shouldn't
Yeah, so
encourage
you're talking
it.
about people without discipline. You're
No,
talking
that-
about people without discipline.
No, that
I
sounds.
ran around with Webb and Nitty for a million years. At no point did I feel like, all right, I can speak to people like I'm Webb and Nitty, maybe except for my 50
But
beats
you start
back
rapping
in the day.
about, yo, nigga, you went from 10 minutes to rapping on tapes talking about don't let me go get a gun or come with a tripod
No,
and all that
I was
other
doing
shit.
that long before Webb and Nitty. That's just hip hop.
What up?
The second that I start doing it and behaving that way and pulling up and encouraging the real niggas around me to live their life in a way that's not conducive with this music shit that we on, then I'm doing me and you a disservice.
Possible. It's possible, but
Drake is a chameleon, though.
And
So
you
in
never-
That's the other thing that footage said.
In that
It
respect,
really cemented him being the greatest actor in the world.
yeah, he's a chameleon.
All of that is rapper cap. And I know we in entertainment. See, that's rapper cap. If my mom is in these studio sessions and that's who I'm confiding in when I diss Serena, I don't want to hear none of that shit you're talking about. I don't want to hear nothing. I really want to be this nigga. Nigga, shut up. Be
But I
yourself.
could be multifaceted. And
Both things can be true.
I
But
really
it don't
want to be
go
that.
like that.
Both things
Don't
can be
go
true.
like that. No, it ain't.
Both things can be true.
No, it ain't.
Yes, they can.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think
either.
so.
Everybody
at
don't
all.
have the discipline.
Both things can be true.
That don't have nothing to do with a nigga inviting his mom to the studio and explaining to him his thought process and when he disses girls and customizes.
So-
Or that could
So
just
wait,
be the
hold on.
relationship
So you
with
think-
moms, my nigga.
you think gangsta-
That could be the relationship with moms.
but
and
yeah,
only
I'm
moms
just telling
can
you
get
my
that out.
beliefs. I ain't
Yeah,
trying to
that's-
convince
yeah,
y'all
that's
or
your
nothing. I
opinion.
sat
Yeah,
with
that's
enough killers to have my own beliefs about them. Yes,
And they
some
don't
of
have
them-
hearts?
Some of them were kind. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're not kind-hearted. I'm
Okay.
saying stylistically there are similarities between them. That's what I'm saying. I know killers that great with their kids, great
Me
with their
too.
parents,
Yes.
great with such and such. I also know killers, or used to, that had, let's keep it in the same ballpark, that had discrepancies with the opposite sex. How they handled those and went about those was in a very manly fashion.
See, I agree and disagree, but I also do think the only thing that separates this from the other people, those other people ain't going on camera to expose it to the rest of the world. Even if they do move like that. Even if in secret.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. Like, I don't want to hear none of this
that
shit.
alone
You the
separates.
biggest star in the world. I don't want to
Yeah.
hear none of this mob tie shit. Yo, it's already assumed. I watch enough Dateline, nigga. You get enough money, you can get somebody clipped. You ain't got to tell nobody that.
Yeah.
There's a certain aura and a confidence and just a way that you walk when that exists. If you keep telling me that, it ain't so believable to me.
I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. Let's talk about that then. You know, I get it. Kendrick was beefing with Drake, so he didn't need to talk about how all of the stuff that they accused Drake of doing isn't new in hip hop. And I get it. Joe can have his opinion on, you know, his dislike for mob ties Drake. But I get that Drake is light skinned and y'all want to attach all of this culture vulture shit to him. But I got a few names of people who have been doing this in the industry and y'all have never said anything about. See, it's art when Lil Wayne do it. Lil Wayne, what you mean? Lil Wayne is not no thug. He not no gangster, bro. Lil Wayne was a little kid who Baby found and made him into a superstar. Do y'all know how old Lil Wayne was when he started rapping? He was not alive long enough to go through the hood and the trenches and to be a gangster and be in the streets. Lil Wayne been rapping since he was like 10 years old. We let that nigga get off a whole career of talking gangster, talking about shooting niggas. You know, look, when he talking about drugs, yes, we know Wayne has done a lot of drugs, okay? Almost, you know, look, he's had some serious repercussions from doing so much drugs. So, you know, we wishing Wayne the best of health and he's looking good right now. But he can rap about drugs all day. But being tough and being gangster, y'all never said Lil Wayne was a culture vulture. Let me give y'all another big name. Chris Brown. Now, have people ever talked about Chris Brown moving to LA and being a gangster and throwing up Suwoo's flags and all that other shit and crip walking? Yes, people have talked about it, but is it this like major push in the industry that Chris Brown should be kicked out of hip hop, kicked out of R&B, kicked out of black culture because he started being gangster? He started acting gangster. He started acting tough. As a matter of fact, we can say the same thing about 99% of R&B acts going back to the 90s. R&B niggas get famous, and the first thing they want to do is prove how gangster they are. Trey Songz, niggas from Boys to Men. I mean, we can go Jagged Edge. We can talk about incidences that my old school niggas know. Y'all know how them R&B niggas used to give it up. Y'all know how Drew Hill used to give it up. Y'all know this. Drake is not the first nigga to act tough when his background may not lead to, you know, that he had this upbringing that was so in the streets or in the trenches, okay? We gotta stop that. It's always considered art when other niggas do it. Oh, I'm not done. Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is not like that. We let that nigga get into one shooting at his house and he turned into Big Draco. You niggas don't sit around talking about how Soulja Boy is not gangster and how that nigga is from a good part of Georgia and how he really not like that. But he on Instagram with his whole body tatted talking shit to niggas every day. Is Soulja Boy a culture vulture? Why aren't you Kendrick niggas waving that flag? Cause like I said, I'm not talking to Kendrick. I'm talking about the niggas who's supposed to stand on something. And y'all want to gatekeep hip hop. Or start going at Lil Wayne. Tell Lil Wayne he's a culture vulture. Tell Soulja Boy he's a culture vulture. Tell Chris Brown he's a culture vulture. Tell Diddy's son he a culture vulture. Cause Diddy's son out here throwing up gang signs. I don't get why everybody is so tough and so critical when it comes to Drake. Is it because that he's the biggest rapper in the world and a lot of y'all niggas are mad that your favorite rapper is not in his position? So you just thinking of everything in the world to try to put him in his place, to try to bring him down with your favorite rapper. Nah, he really on the same level as him because he been doing this and he been doing that, and the Jamaican accent and his real accent, his fake accent. I get so tired of this, I get so tired of that. But your favorites been portraying niggas who they not for years. You never said shit. Stop it. Not to mention all of the niggas who did come from that life, but they been rich for now they've been rich longer than they was broke, longer than they was in the streets. Jay-Z, Pusha T, prime examples. And shout out to Jay-Z because he actually switched up the content, but this nigga Pusha T is still rapping like he's flipping birds right now and he damn near 50. And he had the nerve to be going at Drake once upon a time ago. Y'all niggas in hip hop are so fucking critical, and that's why I never take a lot of y'all fans serious. I just can't. Cause either you don't know your history or you don't give a fuck because you're such a fan to another nigga. As a Drake fan, I can point out his flaws. I've done it all over this YouTube channel, and I can still say I fuck with the nigga as an artist. A lot of y'all niggas will never do that. A lot of these niggas are still putting up Drake bashing videos, and it's 2 or 3 months after the beef. Because I saw some YouTube channels literally come up just for being videos that boost Kendrick and diss Drake. And I've been sitting here wondering, what's going to happen to your channel when you have no Drake slander? I'm watching them niggas. They don't even upload no more. My whole point is keep it real, keep it fair. And look, I'm talking to Joe Budden too. Cause nigga, you been in the industry, you've seen it yourself. Drake is not the only nigga to ever come into hip hop and start rapping about things that he may not have done firsthand or seen firsthand. I thought it was considered art. Y'all the same niggas that was telling everybody, hey, stop talking about Chief Keef, that's art. Stop talking about them niggas in Chicago, that's art. Stop talking about them niggas in Florida, that's art. Stop talking about them new niggas in Atlanta who came in wearing blouses and shit like that, that's art. Can we give the same slack and the same excuse and the same consideration to Aubrey, Drake, Graham too? That's all I'm asking. Thank y'all for watching the video. I love y'all. Make sure y'all like the video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Hey, nigga, donate. Hit the super chat. Scan the PayPal. Hit the Cash App. Thank you. Have a blessed day.